power crews are among those closely watching the forecast just in case icy weather moves in. Parker Abels has more on what area crews are doing ahead of the storm.
Winter weather is heading our way, and electric and utility companies, including Ozarks Electric Cooperative, are preparing to keep the power on for everyone.
We definitely have extra crews on call in case we need to send extra crews out to take care of any power outages that might occur. We have real-time updates with our system, so we know when a power outage is happening.
Ashley Harris with Ozarks Electric Cooperative says they're ready no matter what time of day it is.
We're always prepared for any type of weather that comes into our region, and we have a 24-hour dispatch center that is staffed full-time.
And if you have a power generator, Harris says, let them know beforehand.
If you do have a generator, let us know so that when our line workers are coming to maybe take care of a down power line or take care of an outage, that they know that the generator is there. That helps us.
As well as any power-assisted medical devices.
If you're a resident that requires some type of medical assistance or a device that you have in your home, we want to make sure that you have a backup plan in case there is an outage.
Another concern during winter conditions are roads, and when it looks uncertain as this line of storms, it's hard for RDOT to prepare.
As far as pre-treating, we're not planning right now to get out and do anything tonight or tomorrow in terms of putting anything down, because anything we put down will get washed away. Really, all we're doing right now is watching that forecast, seeing if we can get any clear indication of what might be coming.
Dave Parker with RDOT says they will have crews monitoring the situation.
Tomorrow night, we'll bring in crews through all the Northwest counties for tomorrow night just to be on patrol in case things do start getting a little tricky out there. Because of the timing and because of the uncertainty, sometimes these are the harder storms to prepare for.
Covering news where you live, Parker Abels, 5 News.
Now we will keep you updated on those power outages and road conditions here as we continue to track the storms. New at 10, we're learning about an arrest of an employee at Arkansas Tech University. Arkansas State Police arrested ATU Department of Public Safety Officer Marty Duvall. Duvall is charged with the use of child sexual abuse material or possession of child pornography. Duvall was immediately suspended and placed on administrative leave. As President Trump begins a new week in his efforts to remake the federal government, he made sports history today by becoming the first sitting president to attend the Super Bowl. Ahead of the game, Trump made an announcement about new tariffs on steel and aluminum. Willie James Inman reports.
Tonight, President Donald Trump became the first sitting president to attend the Super Bowl. Trump says he'll announce on Monday that the United States will impose 25% tariffs on all steel and aluminum imports, including from Canada and Mexico.
Any steel coming into the United States is going to have a 25% tariff.
Trump's stop in New Orleans begins a new week as his administration undertakes a dramatic overhaul of the federal government. With the help of billionaire Elon Musk, Trump is putting multiple departments and agencies under the cost-cutting microscope. The president spoke about the initiatives, several of which are being challenged in court.
We're talking about fraud, waste, abuse, and when a president can't look for fraud and waste and abuse, we don't have a country anymore.
So far, more than 65,000 federal workers have taken the Trump administration's proposed buyout, according to the U.S. Office of Personnel Management. The administration's intense focus on USAID is sparking debate between Republicans and Democrats.
I certainly think the government is far too big, far too bloated, and we're on a path now to start to see it shrink. This is a first step only, but we're moving in the right direction.
We are seeing an executive branch that has decided that they are no longer going to abide by the Constitution in honoring Congress's role in the creation of the agencies, in their role in deciding where money is allocated.
In addition, the Trump administration reportedly has ordered the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau to halt almost all of its work. That, in effect, shutters the agency that was created to protect consumers after the 2008 financial crisis and subprime mortgage lending scandal. Willie James Inman, CBS News, West Palm Beach, Florida.
A Fayetteville Haas Howell Academy student is making a name for herself on Capitol Hill. Mia Alasari was selected as Senate page, and if you're not familiar with what that is, it's a paid U.S. government employee for 4 months. Alasari is a high school junior and was appointed by Senator Bozeman to be one of 28 Senate pages. It is considered one of the most selective and prestigious programs in the country. Pages are nominated by senators usually from their home state and perform a variety of tasks such as delivering messages and legislative documents on the Senate floor. 5 News sat down with Mia, and she tells us she was grateful to be in Washington, D.C. during the election season.
So on January 6th, the pages get to carry the ballot boxes and walk over to the House side with the senators, and we hand the boxes up so the Vice President can read off the certification of the election. And so it was awesome to be there for not only a joint session of Congress, but to be there on such a big time because it was an election and getting to be a direct part of that.
Something to keep in mind, senators, U.S. Senate pages, and Senate clerks are the only people in the world allowed on the Senate floor. Not even Senate staff or interns are allowed on the Senate floor. Congratulations, Mia, on that huge accomplishment. The 13-line ground squirrel, a species rarely seen in Arkansas, has sparked curiosity after a recent sighting near the state's border. Wildlife officials are now asking residents to be out on the lookout.
Heading from Canada to the Texas coast, the 13-line ground squirrel is found in the prairies of North America, but rarely in Arkansas. Blake Sassy, a non-game mammal expert, says a recent discovery has raised new questions.
Someone had posted a picture of a 13-line ground squirrel taken near Branson, actually back in 2020, in a spot that's about 20 miles north of the Arkansas line, which got us interested in the possibility of maybe they did extend into Arkansas.
The 13-line ground squirrel is often mistaken for a chipmunk, but there are key differences.
13 lines kind of running across her back compared to the 5 you'd see on a chipmunk. And one of the other differences is that some of the lines on the 13-line ground squirrel are more like disjunct dots, instead of a solid line. So it's a lot more broken pattern that makes them look differently. And plus, the ground squirrel lives in a little bit more open areas while chipmunks tend to live in forests.
There's no confirmed modern record of these squirrels in Arkansas. In the 1900s, a University of Arkansas biologist said they were in northwest Arkansas, but those reports weren't verified. Before that, bones were found in archaeological sites dating 800 to 1,000 years.
The bones from this species that were found in archaeological sites were mostly in caves where they were dug up by archaeologists, but I wouldn't say we really know why they were there. It could have been something that Native Americans used as food, or they could have just happened to have died in those sites and gotten buried with everything else.
For now, if these squirrels are in Arkansas, Sassy says they're hibernating underground and won't emerge until spring. Covering news where you live, Jose Carranza, 5 News.